Welcome back, Boyos. Today's a very special day. I'll tell you why. You might be getting this a little bit later, but today is Easter Sunday. Today's about making gains. There's going to be tons of food, tons of friends to build you up, get you ready for the weekend that's ahead. I'm super pumped, man. Seriously, I'm pumped for today. And I want to bring that energy to this video. And I'm going to share with you something that's really helped me. But first, let's just talk, man. Let's just have a little one-on-one conversation, guys. You know, real talk. What is Easter about? I think Easter is probably about, well, the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And then it's also about those eggs, man. Those eggs. I eat eggs. I get jealous on Easter because everyone's hunting for my eggs. But seriously, guys, I don't know what the eggs are for. I think it's some pagan celebration, witchcraft, don't even know. Anyways, moving on. There's this really cool app that I've discovered recently this past week, and I've been doing it every day. You can listen to it in the car. You can do it right in the morning. It's called Headspace. All right, it's free. You get 10 free guided meditation sessions, and you listen to them. Guys, it's beautiful. I did it today. I was sitting with my girlfriend. We were at a pond, and we turned it on. We meditated, and I feel great. It's a really cool experience. I think it'll help. You'll see the impact. You'll feel the impact of your life. All right, I'm done selling it. Just go ahead, check out Headspace, and be clear, be clarity, be clearing free. Be free, guys. So, moving on. I'm wearing shorts today. You know, I don't wear shorts. Look at these. Look at that quad, dude. So, guys, I want to talk to you a little bit about a system. It's called S.O.S. I learned this over at Inside Quest. This is a channel on YouTube. Check it out. Please go ahead and subscribe there. Some groundbreaking stuff. The other day, Tom Ballou, the CEO of Quest Nutrition, is doing these interviews with all these great minds. And he had Robert Greene on there. Very cool interview. I think you will enjoy that. There's a lot of wisdom. He's talking to this one guy, and I'm going to sum up. It was like a 45-minute video. You can go watch it, or you can hear this summary. So here it is. S.O.S. system. And the S.O.S. system is used for when we are dealing with stress, when we're dealing with a flight or fight response, anxiety. Use this, guys. Very powerful. Very powerful. It starts with this. Let's understand what the brain is doing. We have a little almond-sized piece of the brain called the amygdala. The amygdala. Okay? The amygdala, I think, is a Greek word, and it means almond. Almond-sized. It's like sitting in there, and it's fucking us. It's literally fucking us. Because whenever we get in a stressful situation, the amygdala spazzes out. The amygdala is responsible for the emotions, and it acts 100 times quicker than the cognitive brain. The cognitive brain that makes sense of the world, that makes sense of the situation, is able to think clearly, right? IQ, this is 100 times quicker. So by understanding that when I experience a trigger, such as my spouse that says something that triggers me, or there's shit on the ground when I come home because the little baby didn't have his diaper, or the dog shit on my ground. I don't even have a dog, but there's a dog and it's shit on my ground, and I get triggered, right? So what do I do? What do I do to respond to these stressful situations? Or maybe I gotta give a speech. By having this understanding that the amygdala is responsible, and that it's gonna take my cognitive brain some time to catch up, to kick in, then I'm going to have to step away from the trigger. That's the first S. So step away from the trigger. It's a very simple system, but just by knowing this, guys, it's gonna change your days. Check it out. The next one is oxygen. You step away from the trigger, and then you breathe. When you breathe, I believe it oxidizes the blood, carbon, I'm not sure of the science, but it definitely calms you down. It forces the chemicals, the stress hormones, cortisol, to leave the brain. and to get out of there, all right? It calms you down. It lets the cog in your brain come in. So step back, oxygen, and the next one is seek information that will move you forward, that will help you in this situation, okay? Because once you are stepping away from not thinking clearly, then you can think clearly and then make a next move. Very simple, S.O.S, but you think about how you can apply this to everyday life. And I mean, in times where we're dealing with people, this is huge, man. Step away from the fear, breathe, and then seek new information. Let me give you some new information. When you know, how do I say it? I want this to make this clearly, but say this clearly. Here's some great wisdom that I heard on that show. He said, instead of looking at a situation as a crisis, for instance, when I do sales, sometimes I get nervous because I'm talking to strangers every single day. I'm getting nervous, okay? And it's easy for me to get these butterflies in my stomach, to kind of tense up. I can see it in my hands, and my knuckles are starting to curl. I'm starting to grow claws. I could just open up like this and take a deep breath, step back. But when I look at this as a crisis, then I get fearful. Then I get the anxiety. Okay? Because I'm so attached to this turning out right. But if I look at it as an opportunity, crisis versus opportunity, as an opportunity to grow. Carol Dweck was talking about in her book, mindset, or just approaching everything with an open mind, with a not a fixed mindset that looks at things one way, but an open mindset of I can use this opportunity to learn more, I can grow from this. And when you do look at it, instead of a crisis, this is an opportunity for growth. God, that makes it so much better. That makes the situation so much less stressful. You see, just by changing your perspective, whereas in a crisis, you're very tense, you're very tight. And when you see things as an opportunity for you, okay, for you, this is an opportunity to go up a step, to level up, to act with skill, and to be the strongest version of yourself, then sure, you might be a little nervous, but it's going to be a hell of a lot better than thinking this is it, man. I better do it, or I'm going to fall on my face, and that's it. So, crisis versus opportunity, and the S.O.S system, guys, very powerful. I applied that this week. So step back from the trigger. Oxygen, take deep breaths, okay? Sit there for a minute, just breathe. Okay, distract the mind from what triggered you, and then seek information that is going to help move you forward. Then make a decision. Okay, once you're calmed down, once the amygdala is stopped dumping all these emotions on you. Because remember what the first law, or what the most powerful law is? The power is to be able to detach yourself from emotion. Because emotions cloud judgment. A lot of times, man, they do. They get in the way. They make us act unskillfully. So guys, I hope this has helped. Have a great Easter Sunday. Let me know how you're doing. I love to hear from you guys. I'm going to leave, I think my Snapchat's down there. Snapchat. And my Instagram. Check it out. I will see you guys very soon. Peace.